over me. I want your body, sweeter than ecstasy. I'll make you want me, I'll take you to your knees. So touch my body, sweeter than ecstasy. I've got a problem, it's taking over me. I want your body, sweeter than ecstasy. I'll make you want me, I'll take you to your knees. So touch my body, sweeter than ecstasy, 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 ecstasy.
is Chime, and you're listening to the NCS Alpha Mix. My track from the album is called Phototropic, which is a word to describe something that moves towards light. It's usually used for moths and other creatures like that, but I twisted the meaning around and used it as a metaphor to describe my track, which is about improvement and moving towards a better version of yourself. So for that reason, the track has a very uplifting feel and also kind of acts as a showcase of how far I've come with my music. Yeah, I hope you all enjoy.
Check Yo, I am Nivairo and this is my brand new track called Memes. It's the official follow-up for The Floor is Lava. So let me know what you think of it. Enjoy!
Yo, Domestic here. I'm glad to be on the NCS album with my track Forever. Forever is a melodic future house track with a high energy drop. My goal with this project was to create a catchy song with some fresh sound design. I'm really happy with the final results and I hope you guys enjoy it as well.
Hey guys, we're Sinner's Heist, and you're listening to our new track called Streetlight People, featuring Harley Bird.
The project started with Harley first sending us an acoustic version of the track, which immediately inspired us, so we started rewriting the instrumental.
Our goal was to potentiate the dark and chilling vibe from his vocals using effects and various elements, and then create a prevailing and energetic drop.
We had a blast making it and hope you guys enjoy it as well.
Hi, I'm Floating Your Boat. Me and Chris Lynn are bringing you a track on NCS called Holding On. I was really honoured to find out that Chris actually wanted to work with me. He was an absolute wonder to work with, and there's no surprise as to why he's been on so many huge tracks already. So obviously jumped at the opportunity. The track is very personal, as it's about being stuck in a loop, living the same old life and being too afraid to take risks to accomplish more. I think this really resonated with me and Chris and led to the synergy and flow in creating this track. I hope this song clicks with and inspires you guys and causes the same serendipity it did with me. Thank you.
I know I'm holding on to this, holding on. I know I'm holding on to this, holding on. Don't let me repeat it. Don't let me repeat it. I'm on my own, broken alone.
Hey, this is Diamond Eyes here, and you're now about to listen to my new record, Everything. Everything is a record about giving everything you have to somebody who just can't give it back to you. So guys, be strong, be brave, be blessed. All the best, Diamond Eyes.
It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so. And now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves. Laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. passion, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like Kung Fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, but I just want it.
Can't you see myself? Can't you see myself? Can't you see myself? See myself? Can't you see myself? Can't you see myself? Can't you see myself? See myself? Can't you see myself? Can't you see myself? See myself? Can't you see myself? Can't you see myself? Can't you see myself?
from beneath the sand. Dance can take me across, seem so far away. Across this universe, she lives another day. I know the reason.
our hearts bleeding, and all you can see is red. Till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you
like a Hellcat.
I'll never forget this day. I'll never forget this day.